this is the most summery top I have. It just proves to you how much I don't like yellow. And also camel earrings because, I mean, they're not really summery, but it was the closest thing I have, okay? I'm not a big fan of summer generally, but, well, I do like summer. I mean, I don't really have much preference, but summer's not my favorite, I suppose. Sorry, summer. But in this video, I'm trying to like summer as much as possible, and therefore the book stack that you will see, the yellow book stack that you will see later on. Basically, whenever summer rolls in, I basically become a bored mess, and that's not ideal at all. I usually just go like that during the summers, like, because I don't really have much to do, or I don't really plan anything for me to do. And this time, this year, 2021, I hope to do a lot more stuff, considering that now I have you guys to share content with, and I'm just doing a lot more, and also boards are rolling around, but let's forget about that for a bit. And I know this video is titled as productive, and you're wondering what's fun and productive, but if you'll watch any of my other productivity / motivation related videos, you'd know how much I like productivity and my definition of productivity. So yeah, check that out once you're done with this one. So my strategy is just to have to set certain goals and to plan some other activities that are not goals but just activities in general, and then building off on that, I plan to make mini goals, or like break the goals down into things that I can do on a daily basis to form habits or routines or whatever. Just basically to break down those goals into doable steps, or just break down those goals into activities that I can do each day, and so that I can achieve that goal by the end of summer. So that's really all I had to talk about, and into the bullet journal setup. So this month my calendar setup was a bit different. I made it much smaller because I wasn't really using up all the space when I made them bigger. And I've made a video about my January bullet journal setup before, so I'll link that up here if anybody wants to see the bigger version. And also I've made a little bit of a small box for video ideas, just whitey stuff, and I haven't really done anything else. And here you see me making my goals spread of the month for my summer vacation, more specifically, not just in general. And my first goal is to finish my notes for school and for boards, which I'll explain in my next video probably. Yeah, probably my next one. It should be after this. Right, and then I also hope to write 10,000 words in my summer vacations, which isn't a lot because in total it'll be about 200 words per day. So I haven't been writing as frequently, so I hope to have like a set goal to work towards. And then I also plan to read 5 books, which is again just to ensure that I'm reading daily. And also to write 30 poems, which is just something that I want to try. I don't know, it just might be fun. And I used to really like writing poems, but I've kind of fallen out again. So it's really just bringing back some old habits. And I also want to maintain my blog, which references to my YT channel and also my Instagram page. So yeah, that's my blog as of now. I'm considering doing something else as well, but as of now I haven't made any decisions. And also being social, because I'm kind of not social, so just check on friends and stuff. And also exercising every day, because I don't exercise every day currently, and ideally should be doing that more often because I feel great after I've exercised a bit. So I want to make that a daily habit. And these are just some activities that are not specifically goals, but just things that I want to do. And also before that, I kind of missed one goal that I remembered later, and one of that was to learn how to make bhakris, which is basically an Indian flatbread. It's like a gluten-free roti, like traditionally gluten-free roti, and that's one of the most basic things of Indian cooking, which I haven't really learned yet. So yeah, that's what I want to learn. And in terms of my activities, which are not goals, but just things to do, one of the main things is to learn languages. And the languages that I've decided to learn are Spanish, German, and some sort of sign language. I'm not sure which sign language yet, because I haven't been able to find a lot of content on Indian Sign Language. So I may do ASL or ESL. It's ESL or BSL, I'm really not sure, but I think it's ESL. So yeah, and the other activities are to bake or cook more and doodle. I haven't been doodling as much as well, which is something that I used to like to do a lot. So I'm really trying to rejuvenate a lot of older passions in my summer vacation. So what you see me do now is make my monthly tracker, which is essentially a place where I track stuff. But it's kind of like a habit tracker, just to see if I'm doing a daily or weekly task as regularly as I hope to. And here you see me make a tracker for studying, exercising, and reading, because these are things that I hope to do on a daily basis. And once I've done something, then I'll basically just color in the box or color the number or the date, basically. So that way I can visually see how often I'm doing something. And I also made a tracker for writing, because again, something that I hope to do on a daily basis. And I also made a tracker for YouTube and later Instagram, not because I do that daily, of course I don't, but it's just to figure out a weekly schedule for blogging, because I do want to take blogging as a hobby and do it in a scheduled manner, just to have some sort of organization. So I just make that to keep track of how often I'm blogging. And here you see me make my brain dump spread, which is amazing. I absolutely love my brain dump. My brain dump is essentially a place where I dump my brain, basically. And it's got all my ideas, my thoughts, my musings, my inspirations, and just anything that comes to my brain and I want to put out onto paper, it goes there. Sometimes I even doodle or write poetry in this area, so I might use this area for my poetry and doodle goals. And here you see me make bubbles for each of the categories, I would say, that I normally think about. So one is my blog, so in case I get any blog related ideas. One for my bucket list, in case I get any inspiration for something that I want to do in the future, or something that I want to add to my bucket list. Writing, and my bucket list could also be like a vision board, just for inspiration, back to writing. So any writing related ideas, then other, which is basically miscellaneous ideas, and food, which is for any food ideas or meal ideas, or any idea related to food, basically because I plan to cook and bake more in my vacation. And later, I also ended up adding one more tracker for language learning because that's again something that I hope to do regularly and mostly on a daily basis. And then I brought out my colors and started coloring up everything because I know what you were probably wondering why my summer spread is so monochrome. And well, generally I do my spreads monochrome and sometimes I fill them up with color pencils later. So that's what I'm doing here. And I know color pencils is not a very popular stationery item, but I like them. They're just so aesthetic and they're so much easier than I don't know markers because I just have a really bad experience with markers. They always come on the next page. But that's not the topic for today's video. So yeah, I basically did everything in a yellow, blue, orange theme. I originally used green, but then I erased it out because I wanted a more beachy theme. So yeah, another benefit of using color pencils. And yeah, that's my spread. I also ended up adding a quote on top later. I usually don't like most inspirational quotes, but I do like the ones that include ice cream and wit in them. So yeah, that was my quote, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And thanks for watching. And yeah, bye. Until next time.